Ooh, right. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alrighty. The wallpaper screams 19th century. Fancy. Babushka's chic, as I said, you know. The grandma's fancy style. The insane one. Everything all very, you know, a wannabe fancy. A wannabe fancy. Yeah, I'll do the room tour. I should take a photo actually of the whole thing. Well, I mean, I do have the photo of apartment though. I gotta show you, not the photo of my setup that we're gonna see when I do the room tour. I guess then on the stream. We'll get to that. We'll get to it. I get the setup going and stuff for that. To get the room tour. Yeah, basically that's the insane luggage stuff on top of 2 backpacks also that you need to kind of drag all the time. We have like this one's is like my friend's 19 kilos, and the rest is basically mine with all the setup, and I guess all the leftover things that we took from the Georgian arc, you know, into fucking pasta and everything. Some of it, because I mean, why not? It's kind of just a meme. I just threw it in because I'm gonna have space, no problems. And I mean, we did have space. It just ended up being heavy as shit, though. It's because yeah, this one is like 22 kilos, and this one is 21 kilo, and this one is like 10 something. I think it's supposed to. It should be at least. It should be around that. And the problem was already even like fitting all the stuff in. Already even fitting all the stuff in was a bit of a problem. Like this one was like completely packed already, couldn't put anything else in. This one had my PC on. PC in rather, because I couldn't take it in carry-on luggage this time. Not this time. Even though if I would know, I probably could. Because people didn't give a shit. To be honest. Like we were like only like, you basically have carry-on luggage only 8 kilo. And we were like, you know, like the proper citizens, turned everything, checked everything in, and just going with our backpacks with like laptop and like, you know, a little bit of stuff. Like I had like 7 kilos, I guess, my backpack or something. They didn't even check actually the weight of the backpack, size of the backpack. They didn't give a shit. And then I see like there's a bunch of people with like, you know, suitcases and stuff just rolling in on the flight, and no one cares. No one checks, nothing. Everyone just like all the shelves basically were like loaded. People didn't know where to put stuff because there was like a whole fucking suitcases and stuff people throwing in. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? If I would know, I would take my PC with me here. The PC survived, so I guess that's all that matters, man. That's all that matters. So I just was waiting for the train, because we had basically first day was 5-hour train. Then we stood there for a night in Tbilisi, and then it was going to the airport, and the 3.5 hours flight already to Tashkent. Yes, the train station of Batumi. Like no one cares. Just get in. There's just a dog sleeping. Another dog was just chilling with us there also. They don't really mind. Yeah, these are all chipped. So like, yeah, in Batumi, in Georgia, they usually like all the dogs in Batumi, at least I can tell from experience, they all like gonna be already cheap, taken care of, and they don't care. They just chill. They like super relaxed. They don't care about you. And some of them are fed like so much that they don't want anything, man. Like the one that lived like literally in our building, pretty much. The loaf dog with 500 reviews on Google Maps actually. That one already like wasn't eating sometimes. Like people feeding feeding that dog all the time, and she already can't handle it probably. And just it can be just like sleeping there with like, you know, like a bunch of like bread in front of her face and stuff, and you just like already know enough. Yeah, that's why we also like went early, because that's the only luggage section in the whole train. This one. That's all the only place you can put the luggage in, really. Basically. On the whole train. Other than that, you pretty much have like all the like, you know, the shelves on top, which obviously you're not gonna be loading these suitcases. I saw people like something like that, no problem, sure. I saw the dude was like loading kind of a chunky one up there too, one. But then we were first, so we managed to take over, and then there was already like everything here in the passage, everything on top, all the way up until the roof. And then the rest was just like staying down there near the exit from the train, pretty much. That's why we wanted to put it here, so at least it doesn't stay near the exit, you know, so you don't need every station to kind of, you know, just like sit there and go there to check like if nothing is yoinked, you know, just in case. And Georgia is pretty safe in that sense, but you know, you never know. And the Georgian Metro, there it is. The crypto odds, man. So we pretty much arrived 10:30, like train was late a bit, I think. And we want to eat something. So we kind of like, well, what is actually working, you know? McDonald's. So, and I already had my like card for the metro from my IRL streams. Had the metro card, so we just like went to the metro station while it still was working. It works until midnight in Tbilisi. And McDonald's also works until midnight, I think. So we just went there real quick. One train station. Their metro is like, especially at night, it was like 8 or 10 minutes or something intervals between trains. It was like, dude, what the fuck? In Moscow Metro, if you just like look at the clock and it shows like something above 1 minute, it's like, ooh, something's wrong probably. But yeah, it still kind of was quite loaded though at night. At night in Tbilisi, already a different story. Like in Batumi, you go, everything is like, you know, still like the resort city, you know, tourist city. It's like people walking around, you know, some cafes, restaurants, you know, like music playing in places. In Tbilisi, you go at night, it's like, you know, some junkies, some drunk dudes, some hobos, you know, some like, some dude was just kind of like, I don't know, I guess a little, maybe drunk, maybe high, maybe just in general, kind of not, you know, well in the head, was just like throwing some stuff and yelling on the street, just sitting there. Yeah, I see, I see. Well, I bet at night in Moscow it also kind of slows down though. Yeah, like I only was, like the latest I was in Moscow Metro was like probably like 11 p.m. or something. Maybe midnight actually. It was like super empty already. But don't remember the intervals though. That was a long time ago too. Oh yeah, Metro's pretty nice though. Metro's pretty cheap. You pretty much pay 30 cents for 90 minutes of public transportation in Tbilisi. So like Metro, bus, whatever, like pay once and 90 minutes is starting. So you can just go and take any ride that you want in those 90 minutes included in the price. Oh, I got McDonald's at least though. Managed that in time. The last one for a while, because there's no McDonald's in Uzbekistan, actually, still. I think there's only like KFC out of all the chain. Oh, Wendy's also. Wendy's, Dunkin's. I don't know why, but that, like, someone was like, well, I think it was April, right? Like, we still don't have Wendy's in France. Like, you guys fucking have Wendy's in Georgia. Now we have Wendy's in fucking Tbilisi too, in Uzbekistan too, you know. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's actually quite nice, though. Yeah, and so there is a really cool hotel if someone will decide at some point to travel to Georgia. And for example, you want to travel, well, you arrived at Tbilisi, you want to travel to Batumi to the sea, for example, or you arrived at Kutaisi, you want to travel to Tbilisi or something, you know, like something like that. There is a train station hotel right above the train station. That was like really nice because we arrived like 10:30. Basically, so you just kind of like with all the bags and suitcases, right? And we just like left the platform. And there's a lift. Apparently, there's a lift also right on the platform somewhere. I haven't seen though. Like you literally just like step out the platform. There's an elevator. You just go in, and boom, you're in the reception in the hotel. And you just like get your key, go, you know, put the stuff in, and done. And that was really good. That was super convenient. And the price also was like 20. I remember $23, I think, or something for 2 people. And yeah, you have the view also as a bonus. So, very nice. I would say that was very nice. The hotel is like nothing special. The room is kind of like small and everything, but whatever. That's perfect for, you know, for your stop. When you need like the train ride somewhere in Tbilisi, from Tbilisi or to Tbilisi, that is really good. because like airport is kind of far. We could try to get something close to the airport, right? And then we would get off the taxi, try to off the train, try to find the taxi, and then go close to the airport. But you still wouldn't be getting as close to the airport, right? That you can just walk with the suitcase. You still probably next day would need to take some sort of taxi or something from your like other hotel to the airport. So it's basically kind of like 2 taxis already. And like, why? We were just like staying here, and in the morning just went straight up from here to the airport. So it was really nice. Yeah, at night photoing obviously is kind of like not that poga. Yeah, been there. We've been there. I might have the better one. Been there on IRL stream. This is the funicular we took. Is the tower we've been there with the views, and that's the Ferris wheel there that we also were on the stream, rolling on it. Yeah, night is kind of like not the best kind of picture, but yeah, it looks really nice from there though. And like this street is also kind of like at night is dead, so it's quite pretty quiet there at night too. Yeah, they even have the toothpaste sets and stuff, like with the small toothbrush and toothpaste. I was like, the fuck, that I haven't seen before in the hotels. That's a new one, dude. Yeah, like one time use toothbrush and one time use a toothpaste. Well, actually 2 times, I guess. You can stretch probably, but yeah, that was quite nice, man. See, portable, I see. The waste of plastic. I mean, that's true. That is true. Yeah, that's pretty much how the hotel room looks like. It's really small. And 2 small bed gears, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, you have the balcony is like probably like most of the room size pretty much. So yeah, I guess in summer it's nice. We already weren't in the summer, so it was kind of cold there already outside on the balcony. So you like put like all the suitcases and all this wall already taken there. And that's the same view in the morning. Yeah, the funicular and the Ferris wheel there. And there somewhere is like the statue and stuff, and the botanical garden where we also went. You know, like a little sun later too. Yeah, well, that was kind of like more of a vertical photo here, I guess, though, when the sun was out. But yeah, it was nice. A yellow-brown stain on bed gear. Wait, where? I think it's light just. I think it's just kind of lighting from the... Hard to say. Yeah, I think it's just the light there. A little shadow there. Yeah, the airport is kind of like... Well, this angle wasn't like that crazy good. There was like other angle that was really nice. With some mountains around and stuff too. Airport is pretty nice actually in Tbilisi. Pretty good. Everything was like super fast and all. Everything was super fast. Oh yeah, the prices though. Well, I mean, that's every airport, I guess. I basically like was like, okay, fine. I had some currency left, right? The local currency was like, you know what? I gonna go be fancy. Got myself fucking coffee in the airport. That was I think basically 10 euro pretty much, I think, in the end. So technically, like, you know, for someone from Sweden, I guess that ain't a problem. That's normal. For us, that was kind of monka, but I needed it. I did kind of need it. Thing is, like, I was also complaining all this time, right, about like the prices in fast food and everything, like McDonald's prices, you know, all that stuff. And in McDonald's, like that last night in McDonald's, we got like 2 combos with like some new fancy burger, like really nice burger actually, really tasty one. And it was 25 lari, one combo, like big nice burger, Coke and fries. And it was already expensive, so we got 2 combos for 50. And when we arrived, I was like, well, you know, we're still waiting. I'm gonna go check the prices here. There was no McDonald's, but there was Wendy's, and there was, I think the cheapest combo, I think, was 50. So it's like 2 times the price. And in other currencies, that would be, like, if we're talking euro, it would be like 16 euro, basically, for the combo. Nice portable, nice. So yeah, we weren't eating there, and that was actually a good thing that we weren't eating. Coffee for 10 euro normal. I think in Sweden it's probably you're gonna pay probably somewhat around that now. Because I mean, like when I was there last time in 2019, like when we with Ella went to grab some coffee, I think already paid like around 80 euro or something. Managed to recover financially, yeah. That coffee had some, like, I drink coffee regularly, right? I make double espressos. I drink double espresso in the morning. Like, normally. Without milk, without sugar, just double espresso that I make with my nanopresso, right? And this thing, for the first time probably, but maybe not the first, but like I never get that. But this gave me shits. Or it wanted to give me shits or something. Right before we were boarding, actually, too. That was the first time, man. I never experienced it before, really. Like, whenever I drink coffee at home and stuff, never. I am drinking this one. I just finished the cup and was standing in the line already to board, because when I arrived back to the gate, they already started kind of like, all right, let's start the boarding. Even though there was plenty of time, but, they already started. So I was just like finishing that cup and then feeling it. It was fine, though. It wasn't that strong, but I could feel it, though. The Salt Bay of Coffee? No, it was, well, Window probably knows. It's like the most, like, widespread kind of like chains of coffee places in Sweden. Like, we did get one fancy coffee, actually, I think in that chain, too. We did that, actually, in Uppsala, I think. And when we went to Nautilus, to the store, bought some stuff, and we were waiting for the train, there we got, like, a fancy coffee. We got one. No, not Presbyron, not Presbyron. Ah, man, I don't remember. I don't remember the name. But, like, it's everywhere. Every train station has that stuff, pretty much. Some sort of, like, coffee place. So we went there. We got, like, the fancy one was, like, not even in the plastic and stuff. It was in proper mugs and big mugs. And it was, like, with caramel and some other stuff. So, like, a little more fancier one, not just coffee. And that already was over 10 euro, I think, if I remember correct. It was sweet as shit, actually, too, I remember. But the regular coffee we were getting, it was also like around 8 or something. I think even in Stockholm Central, I remember I was walking. Yeah, I think something like that. Yeah, something house for sure, Window. Yeah. And I was walking on the Stockholm Central, I think. And there were like all those like, like advertisements of like Burger King and stuff like that. And the coffee there already was also like around like 6 or more euro, if I remember correct. So it was quite something. So warm water with brown food coloring. Yep. I mean, it wasn't that bad actually. It wasn't anything crazy, but it wasn't like that bad really. Kind of okay. It was kind of okay. Yeah, this is the Uzbekistan Airways, dude. That they have now all the chargers and stuff. They have like the onboard entertainment system. You can just connect with Wi-Fi and stuff and watch a bunch of like shows and other things there if you want. So they got all that stuff, fancy things going on already. Let's see, quick. I see. Yeah, they have like the holder for the phone now already too. In the A321, they already have the holder for phones and everything, so you can browse more comfortably there. That was basically before we already started moving. Peacing the fuck out. Let's see, Window, I see. Uzbekistan Airways. Really, really, really good stuff, man. Like, dude, the food, like, holy shit, man. Like, that was good. That was, this was the best probably meal I had in the plane, like, ever. This was super nice. Well, there's a lot of things in Uzbekistan are government controlled. So, and the airways, I think, also. So, they basically have all the, like, planes and everything are in good condition. Everything is in good condition. Caviar? Where? No, there is no caviar here. Huh? No caviar here. Where do you even see it? Where do you even see it? Yeah, but they call it, this is kind of like the Soviet legacy. It's called goulash, which has nothing to do with goulash, obviously, right? Yes, broccoli, a little tomato there. Rice with the, yeah, it's like beef stew basically. I just kind of mixed it all together, and that was super nice. That meat was amazing. Then you have like the regular bun. You have butter, like this butter. I don't know. I couldn't find still yet in the stores butter like this here. Like most of the butter here that they sell is actually like imported. Like we I think ended up buying like 400 grams of Lurpak, I think, or something on discount. But yeah, like this local butter, it was like super good. Like holy shit, that butter, like you read contents and it's literally just like cream, nothing else. Like it was so good, man. And yeah, like some feta cheese, you know, kind of little salad there, a little grapes. There's like the sandwich basically pack, so like some sausage, as in kind of like smoked, like salami one, sorta. A little like more, you know, fatty, I guess, not just like dried sausage. Some cheese, the olive, and I think some kind of like chicken sausage there too. Some peanuts, and this is samsa. It's a small samsa, so it's like the local pastry with meat inside. But this is a really small one. Yeah, and the muffin there too. But yeah, it was this was like super good, dude. Everything was good. Yeah, using some peanuts for later. Everything was super nice. Sausage was amazing. Like like I ate everything pretty much from here. Everything. It was hard to like, you know, place everything there. Even like so much good stuff inside. Oh, they left like peanuts for later. The peanuts for later. Oh yeah, that's welcome to the Uzbekistan already instantly there. There it goes, man. You need to know. You need to know the rules, man. No, this was a really good window. This legit, like, if I would be like offered that again, like any time instead of something else, I would get it, dude. Like gladly. That meal, like if I would be offered to eat like some meal like that, like for like a month or something straight every day, I would love that. Maybe it would get kind of boring in the end, but like, dude, that was really good. But the signs get better. I got like a shitty photo though, because I was, you know, I didn't want to feel like an idiot staying there and like photoing around urinals, right? Even though there was no one, but still. But so I was kind of like doing the drive-by photo there, but like, yeah, you will be able to see still probably though. Like, look at this shit, dude. Even that, man, even that. So that I guess they had precedence there or something. I don't know. I guess. Yeah, they didn't know way to like focus like is that bad. The focus was that bad there. But yeah, I couldn't. I just returned and took a photo of this one. I couldn't just pass that shit. Just realized after already that the photo was garbo. Yeah, it's like we were in the hotel, and that's like right in front of us, and this like authentic building, the little piece of void there just chilling, and then piece of void decided to visit us too. And it's a hotel in front, you know, with all the like the fancy like rock and everything. And they're showering in the loo too, also, yeah. Yeah, that's the kebab we got the first evening when we went to get like SIM cards and stuff. This was really good. Like the meat here in general is like, first of all, it's gonna be lamb, a lot of lamb. If you don't like lamb, it might be a little kind of trickier. But I like lamb, and there is a shitload of it, dude. This was like super soft. It wasn't exactly like kebab meat. I think it's called like the gusht. So it's kind of like really slowly cooked meat. And that was super soft. That was super soft, man. Really good stuff. Now this is like the hotel basically. So it's like it used to be just a regular like way, you know, people live here. The usual house. So you have like the entrance, and you have like the square house with the inner kind of like yard. That's basically like how like a lot of like private housing is here, like just one floor, and it's full like square, you know, thing with inner yard. That's pretty much how like I think most of the private housing here in Uzbekistan. Yeah, it's also kind of part of the thing here, like even like the official thing is like the fire evacuation stuff, like official document and everything is in Russian. So for us here is kind of like, yeah, not a lot of barriers in around here, I guess. That was my friend. That's basically the room we had. So like That was like the regular like room in that building, but they needed to add, you know, bathrooms to every place, right? So literally like this is all bathroom here. So it has like, you know, it's basically inside the room, just kind of like covered on top also, kind of this like square additionally. But it's not like, you know, some separate room or something. It's right inside there, just the box with like the bathroom basically. Yeah, I have the photo for that one too, yeah. Yeah, so it's all inside and there's just like a roof there and that's it. And that's how it's made pretty much. It does have the vent and everything though, there in the corner. So like, not like it's, you know, like all goes in, but still. And the ceilings are insane. Like I took the photo. Yeah, the regularly the shower. Nothing super crazy. Yeah, the hairdryer though, that's nice. Yeah, the ceilings are real. It's like the usual, you know, door size. Yeah, that it is pretty much. Like that's the regular, like that's the regular door size, right? Like kind of like above me, you know, like 2 meters probably door. And that's like, you know, what else is there? So yeah, the ceilings are insane on this one. Which was also part of the issue. It maybe is a little... maybe it is actually nice in summer. But since it's already not summer, that was not very nice. Like, it took a while. Like, they turned the heating on for us, but like, it took a while until it got somewhat warm there. Hey, Bloom. Forbidden ceiling, I mean, could be, it could be, or something like that. 3 something for sure. Yeah, that's my, the security, actually all my suitcases I think were marked in the end. But I checked, none of them were, like, because if you open my suitcase like this, like, you're probably not going to be able to close it later. They were all packed like shit, you know. Like crazy, packed, so I don't think they opened any, but they did check. I mean, there was a fucking whole PC in this suitcase traveling, so I guess someone had like some question marks, you know, when they were checking the suitcase. I guess they got some additional scanning or something going on. I don't think they actually one I think was opened. I think one of the suitcases didn't have the lock on. Maybe. But I also opened and it didn't seem like it was open because again everything would fall out of it. So it was an interesting. It was quite monka with the luggage because there was a lot of it and it was PC in the luggage too. But everything seems good. And this is our apartment now already. There it is. Yeah, that's what you say. The fancy stuff there. It does look, but like everything is really old, dude. Everything is real old. And unpractical, like crazy. Like the fucking couch. Well, I sleep on the couch. It's not good to sleep whatsoever. Whatsoever, dude. Not good at all. Well, I basically just picked this room because of the table. That's where I sit pretty much right now. In this corner, that's the painting there. So that's why I picked it, and because like another friend who will arrive in Armenia, he pays a little more for apartment. Like I was bitching. I didn't want to pay like that much for apartment here. So another friend was like messaging that friend in Armenia, like, you know, he's being a bitch. So like, are you ready to pay some more for rent? And he was like, yeah, sure, fine. Like, I mean, he earns a bunch on the TV and everything. He's like, yeah, sure, I'm fine. I'm like, all right, okay. He's paying more, so I'm just gonna take the couch, whatever. I gonna respect him paying some more for rent, so I don't even mind because it's 750 bucks. I wasn't really willing to pay more than 700. So like basically I'm gonna be paying 350 and he will be paying 400. And the Renaissance clothes, yeah, the vases, dude, like is insane. Like finding where to place this piece of shit even was the whole quest there. Yeah, that's the view from the other side. Massive, like ancient but massive TV. So like, you know, like at some point, maybe like 10 years ago, that was kind of like all fresh and cool and very poga. Like when you show in the photos, everyone is like, whoa, dude, there's some fancy stuff there and everything. But it kind of isn't. Another thing, there is like almost no wardrobes. Like this is pretty much like all this is like different like cups, you know, dishes and stuff like that, like, you know, just display of that thing. So all my stuff is pretty much in there. Like actually all my clothes are pretty much fitting in this one thing. And there's still plenty of space really there. But for my friend, for example, he also doesn't have any wardrobe. Like there's only one wardrobe in another room. I will show. Yeah, this is what I see right now. Basically, this is what behind the camera. There it is, kind of like piece of the kitchen. So I think this never was a balcony. I think it's actually kind of intended to be part of the room. So this goes to the kitchen. This goes to the room. Some people move the whole kitchen here, just not to, and make another room out of kitchen or something, But yeah, kitchen is super small. Like, if that wouldn't be a thing with all these things here, like, I don't even know how you can place stuff. And again, there's, like, not a lot of space where to store things. Glossy ceiling. It's kind of like the plastic ceilings, basically. She with no protection against the leaks? Yep, no protection. Yeah, the kitchen is this, basically. You have, like, stove, one, like, table, and the sink. Done. Nothing. In this corridor, you can't even, like, when you open the door to the bathroom or something, you can't even, like, pass anymore. It blocks the corridor completely. And the dishes kind of suck, so we already ordered, like, a set of pots and the pan, so extra expenses as usual. It's like not a lot of that's all the space basically you have. So like my friend was like molding hard, but I think kind of managed to just like drag all the stuff that was there, like throw everything in like one drawer or something is for all the shit, and now everything else is used for our stuff already. Actual bathtub, that's a rare one. So far we're on the showers. It's cursed again. Like every place we've been so far, something is leaking in the bathroom every time. Usually shower. Shower was always leaking in Armenia and in Georgia. Now here it's also like, well, actually, I think it's kind of fine now, though. Like first days, like there was like a little bit of water from under here. Now I think it's fine. And a little bit of water under the sink, but also not that much. Top of the bathroom? No, the bathroom I showed, that was the hotel. Yeah, that was the hotel. Yeah, bathroom here is this. Yeah, you have like the mega, like I don't know how kids go in this toilet. Like I'm big, dude. Like and it still kind of feels that this is like too much even sometimes. If they had kids, I don't know how they were taking a dump or something. You can fucking fall and sink there in this. It's huge, dude. It's huge. And the Minecraft toilet, yeah, that's the one my friend yoinked. Yeah, see, like, no wardrobes, nothing. Only has, like, this, like, makeup table that he uses as his, like, PC table, basically. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, work, it's massive, it's huge, yeah. Yeah, that's another room where the friend who will arrive from Armenia soon, hopefully already gonna have. And that's the only wardrobe in the whole building, basically, dude. There's one in the corridor also that is now used, at least half of it, for my friend pretty much to store his stuff, because this room doesn't have anything. At the entrance, pretty much. Yeah, that's the elections, 27th of October. Also have like all the reminders in Russian and stuff. And to the owners of apartment, but yeah. And there it is. If you have the election right, everyone has elections, you know. The 7th of October. Apex Legends. That was only Apex, but yeah, there's like also Battlefield and a bunch of other stuff on all those windows. I still don't even know what it is. Like I thought it's some sort of like LAN cafe or something. It's not. So I don't actually know what the fuck is there in that building, really. And why it has like all the Apex and other stuff around there. The Black Star, yeah, this is the kebab place, the Ghost one, and this is the Black Star Burger is based like, we're right here, and there is like, Black Star Burger, One Price Coffee, Dodo Pizza, they're all in like the same building pretty much nearby. There's all like the Russian chains and everything, they're all here. And then you have also like a shitload of different pizza, there's like 3 or 4 nearby, I think. Oh, like, dude, the food amounts are crazy around here. It's actually kind of garbage burger though. That's the one where I was getting my visa to Germany in 2019. And on the way back when I just got my visa, and next day I already need to kind of like travel. And I was like, well, need to celebrate and eat something. So I went to this one. And that's the place where they have like the espresso machines, like not, you know, like the proper fancy espresso machines. They have like electric espresso machines there. And it prints, it's basically owned by like Russian rapper. And it prints on the cappuccino foam, it prints his portrait. That espresso machine, like on the cappuccino foam, just prints his portrait on coffee. Like, dude, why? I see, I see. People here also kind of complain a lot, I notice nowadays. Like, well, I see, like, you know, like it started like giving me some recommendations of like local articles. A lot of them in Russian too, and like a lot of like people kind of like doing it. Like a lot of people don't even know like the local language and stuff even already. And that's actually not false. Like you go on the street, we have like school nearby here. You go on the street and there's like kids going, right? Like, I don't know, like 14 maybe or something, and they speak to each other in Russian and everything, and you're like, all right, I guess. I mean, kind of nice for us, I guess. Not too bad. But yeah, probably would be kind of weird. Probably would feel kind of weird. Oh yeah, what was the name of this one? Ah, Navot. Navot. So this is the sugar syrup with grape juice. And then it gets kind of like crystallized into big crystals. There'll be better picture later of this one. It's interesting. Oh, that's the plov. That's the wedding plov, it's called. The celebratory one. So it has some raisins. Which I don't like raisins, right? But like in this one, it actually was quite nice. It actually was quite nice. So they have, this is the kazı. This is the saucy, the horsen sausage. Made out of horsen. Dalma and okayek. That's kind of like, you basically can get without it. So like, you go in the restaurant and like half of the menu basically is options for this. So you kind of like have a normal portion. You have 0.7 size portion. This is 0.7, by the way. That's not normal. That's smaller one. That's a smaller one. And then you also can have a bundle. If it's a bundle, then you have all this like kazı, all this stuff. That's kind of like not for the usual consumption, I guess. If you don't want to consume, you know, the fancy stuff, you can just get like rice with meat and everything. All this is pretty much like $3.50 per, basically. Like all this set, all this thing is $3.50 or something. It's really good. Plov is amazing here. Plov is everywhere. Plov is amazing. Plov is tasty. Plov is kind of relatively cheap. It would be probably better to find some sort of like, you know, like low-key places for locals and everything. But, well, I mean, this was also not really that expensive. So we'll see. Maybe we'll manage to scout something. But, I mean, it's a big city and everything, and there are deliveries. Like, deliveries appearing, and the prices everywhere kind of more or less, you know, become average because, like, even if it's away from, like, you know, like the big streets and stuff, they still work with delivery, so prices are kind of like getting somewhat elevated everywhere. So, like, you can only get fancier stuff, which, I mean, fancier, I don't even know why would you need anything fancier, dude. Even though there's a lot of different types of pilau, and there is like regional types, there's plenty. Like, pretty much every region of Uzbekistan has some sort of, you know, their own specialty plov, their own specialty samsa, and all that stuff. Yeah, this is the navat. Yeah, it has like this like stick, kind of like the chupa chup stick, you know. Or you can just eat it as a candy, as a chupa chups and stuff. Or you can just like, sometimes it is kind of shaped like these like long turds basically, and crystallized. Normally, even without the stick and stuff, it does shape like this, and then you can break it and then just drop it in the tea, just as usual, kind of usual sugar, but it's like a little bit, you know, like with a little bit of a taste, like kind of like raisin taste because of the grape juice and stuff and some spices in it. Kind of has like this like raisin taste to it. It's kind of nice though. Like, wouldn't say something I would be just eating like this. That's not like that crazy good, I guess, even though I know people who like that stuff, just, you know, like the sugar cubes and stuff, and they like, you know, just munching on those, crunching on those. I mean, I did that as a kid too, but nowadays kind of like not really. This kind of the same, but, you know, ultimate because of all the crystals and stuff. A little more interesting, I guess, to crunch on that. And yeah, you can just get it instead of sugar and just like break it and like throw it like in the tea if you drink it with sugar. I usually don't, but with this thing, I mean, it was kind of nice. It was kind of alright. It's more of a tea country, like the coffee and stuff is already... Well, I mean, coffee is also popular, obviously. Coffee to go. With all the Russians, as I said, like One Price Coffee is also like the Russian chain that is here also. So like, you know, the people running from country also brought a bunch of habits and everything. The Coca-Cola glass that travels already third fucking country. Still with me. Still convenient to use. Was actually nice that I took it because there is not a lot of glass. Well, I mean, there are some glasses, but they're not like that good for, you know, just like drinking water or something. There's the Toda. Yeah, that's where all my stuff pretty much. Like this one shelf with Todd is basically handling everything there. Everything I have pretty much is just there watching. Under a bunch of underwear. That's pretty much it. There it is. The sitting spot again. Third country. Third country still kicking, still serving well. Feels good, man. Oh yeah, this is the steam bun. So like there is a lot of like Koreans in Uzbekistan, and like a pretty big connection between countries because Soviet Union did the classic, another classic with like the forced relocation of Korean people to the Middle Asia, and a lot of them ended up in Uzbekistan. There was some in other countries, but they somehow, for some reason, I don't remember exactly. A lot of them in the end moved also to Uzbekistan anyway. So there was like few 100,000, I think, Koreans in Uzbekistan. And they pretty much like brought, you know, the cuisine and everything. So this is like in the grocery store, in the aisle with like all the like salads and everything. Like they made like prepared cooked food and stuff. You just have like the steam buns, pigadi with the cabbage and some like mincemeat. But like mincemeat is just kind of like, you know, symbolical there. I think they should just double down on the cabbage and it will be nice. So you can get like... kind of cold one, or they can get one from like this steam, like they have like the whole special like device there pretty much to cook them, so you can get a fresh and warm one too. It was alright, but like nothing special. I think it's better will be in the cafe because there is also a lot of Korean cafes here and stuff. So we're gonna be probably when we're done trying all the local stuff, we're probably gonna hit the Korean cuisine for sure. Yeah, there's the local sauce, which I always like try nowadays to get. Well, I mean, in general, trying to get all the local produce. So we got the Lazcan, Uyghur Lazcan actually. This one is bitter pepper, actually, and yeah, just oil, garlic, salt, and vinegar. That's pretty much it. It's quite nice. It's somewhat in a way kind of like lao gan ma, but like a little kind of hobo lao gan ma, like a little spicy, like nothing super crazy really. So I'm trying to now. Then my lao gan ma supply kind of over, and I decided not to like bother with like, you know, trying to order it and stuff, and I just like started getting some local spicy sauces and stuff. And like Georgian were really good. Like Georgian ones were super good. This one is also alrighty though. This one's also alrighty. Oh, yeah, the frame rate, there it is. 0 frames dropped today in over 7 hours. Feels good. I need to write this server down. That's really nice. That's Taiwan actually. Yeah, and this is how I sit, man. This is my microphone. So this is the chair on the side. This is my suitcase just to kind of make it a little more stable so it doesn't move around left and right, right? And then I put the microphone hand here to the couch because yeah, there was no other. Like this table is trash for that. Like you can't actually like this edge is too short, so you can't really like, you know, put it on this edge. And below there is this like kind of like tall like barrier, so you can't really like put it behind that barrier and get to the solid table. So like there was no other option really except for this shit. I tried different ways. I tried to do window, but window is kind of too far and it's plastic window, so it would be kind of like, I already had it in Armenia actually connected to the window, and it was always kind of scary that it was gonna break when I'm like moving it and stuff. So yeah, this is the hobo way, but I mean, so far so good, I guess, so why not? It works. It's chai from Azerbaijan. We brought some from Tbilisi with us from Georgia, but like they have a lot of like this chai around here too. Other chai is actually really nice. I can recommend. They have some if you want just the regular like some like black or green tea, like something basic. Like they probably have some more fancier stuff, but if you want just kind of like basic stuff, Azerbaijan chai is actually really nice. If you can get it like for reasonable pricing, it's really nice. Here is kind of like pretty cheap, affordable options, so we get some of that here. So I think with the berries and stuff. Very good, even though Karai chai, so that's black tea. That I know. It should be at least. Oh yeah, this is Guma. So Guma actually, I don't know if it's in English too, but that is actually like the how you say in English, like the syphilitic, you know, skin growth, I guess. Let's put it that way. At least in some terms, but yeah, here is pastry, dude. Here is just the pastry. So it's pretty much kind of like the bowl of, kind of like a donut that is round. I know some countries I think have donuts that are round, right? Not the ones with like the hole in the center and stuff, just the round, you know, balls of dough. That is back home, I think. I can remember my mom when she made like homemade donuts, they were literally just balls of dough in the oil. That's it. That's pretty much how it is here too, except this dough is not sweet. This dough has a bunch of sub-products in. So the Guma main thing is it's super cheap kind of street food, deep fried, filled with like lungs, heart, liver, you know, all that fun stuff. Which I don't mind. I actually like that stuff. The problem is in this place where I got this one, they also mix some rice in. And they add a lot of spices. One of the spices here that is like mega popular and everything is cumin. So if you don't like cumin, you're gonna be suffering in Uzbekistan, to be honest. And this one is, in this one, that's the problem. Because it has like rice to kind of dilute, you know, like rice just soaks the taste in, right, basically. So they added like a bunch of rice in, so it diluted the taste of the sub-products. And then they added a lot of cumin and other spices. And when you eat it, you just kind of like, you know, it's like some like fatty like something that tastes like spices. That's it. Like, you know, you don't feel, you know, like meat, subproducts, liver, nothing. Just kind of like you eat some like fatty spices. Which I mean, I kind of don't really mind, but the problem is this was the same price as this bad boy. So, and this bad boy is full of proper meat. So I would rather, for the same price, I would just get the proper samsa with the proper meat. This is samsa, one of types. There is a shitload of different ones. I don't even know the proper names yet of those. Like there is this one, the triangle one. There is kind of like a round one. That one is made in tandoor, in the special, you know, this like oven thingy on the ground. That one usually has like a chunk of meat. In this one, there's like either chopped meat or minced meat. In the round one, there is like a chunk of meat, sometimes even with the bone. Like that, that's also something to be afraid of. Sort of. They usually warn you though. They like, do you know about what kind of samsa is this? Like, nope. Well, this one has a bone, so eat carefully. Usually they warn, at least back home. When we're like back home, also obviously a lot of Uzbek people, they like working immigrants, a lot of them. They have a lot of places where they cook and stuff, and usually they kind of warn you. Like. With this one, there is a bone inside, so careful. There's like a whole chunk of meat on the bone inside the dough. So you kind of, you know, if you bite that a little zealously, you might kind of lose some teeth probably. You gotta be careful. These are just mince, so this one is no problems. And yeah, this is basically 30 cents. Like this thing is 30 cents. Yep, and this is how warm it is here. Your friend is at home in the winter, in the winter jacket, and I mean, I am in the hoodie, like which I like never in the whole winter in Armenia put on inside, never. So yeah, it is quite fresh here. It is quite fresh, man. Let's put it that way. All right, and go circle. See, I think I have some like videos, nothing like super crazy though. Nothing super crazy. Oh, I put all the videos in the end there. Got Winnie with the shit sweater. Oh yeah, they have dumplings are really good here actually. Dumplings are like very small. And they are very tasty. The dumplings here are really solid. Georgian dumplings were not really good. Armenia had some okay ones. These are really good. These are really good, and the price is nice too. Got some token again. The tortellini. Yeah, it's called chuchwara here. Well, which is, I think, literally translated as dumplings. They have some soups with dumplings inside. Need to try that. Need to try that. True. Vertical. Yeah, I still kind of like the quality is kind of bad there though. Could you see the... No, I can see that. That was the church also that we were visiting on the IRL stream. I can't see it here really. Yeah, just the Tbilisi at night from that hotel. See, we're traveling Tbilisi, traveling Georgia. There is this really, really nice train station hotel. A lot of people who need to like switch to the train and stuff, they stay there. Oh yeah, that's the church. There it is. You can see it a little bit there. A little bit, but yeah, weather already was not very pog, so a little less beautiful with the weather. And Tbilisi is really nice though. Like this, the district's already like covered with like, you know, with the clouds there on the mountain. Like, dude, I'll live there. And that's the view here that we have. Oof, and there's trees all over the place. Which in summer is probably very nice when it gets like, you know, plus 40, plus 50 in summer. It's probably kind of nice to have like everything covered with the trees, so you have shadow for everything. Oh yeah, this stuff. Hell yeah, brother, let's go. The chocolate and the instant noodles also was in my luggage, dude. We couldn't leave it there. We couldn't leave it there. And the insane package. I traveled with us. Dumplings nice, dude. Very nice. So yeah, that was kind of like the story of the travel a little bit. So far, really good. Really good. Like the taxi drivers are all the most sociable ones since, well, ever really. So far, for me at least. Everywhere we were, I mean, in Georgia we weren't taking taxi often. In Armenia we did kinda, and these guys are here the most social. And everyone is mostly like really nice. I know, hope I will get the opportunity to kind of test, you know, the English knowledge. Also for everyone who wants to travel and stuff. In what way social? I was just talking with you. You just sit in the taxi and they can be like, oh, you know, like, where are you guys from, you know? They're always all surprised when they say that we are from Moscow. Because a lot of them, I guess, kind of think that we are like local. Because, I mean, there's big population of Russians here too, right? Since Soviet Union. And they're like, oh, from Moscow, damn son. One guy was like, oh, I was just like working in Moscow. Just finished working in Moscow 10 days ago. Returned home. Need to find wife and stuff. I'm like, oh, alright. Moscow girls not that good. No, they're really good, but harder to get, you know. No, just in general, like, you know, like all those talks about everything. Life, politics, all that stuff. Not everyone, though. Like, some are kind of like just chilling. Need to find a wife, yep. I mean, traditional society, you know. Kinda need to. Parents probably already molding. It's a Muslim country. Well, it's a secular country. Like, the religion is not, like, you know, like that big of a deal here. I mean, you're gonna hear what we hear here. Muezzins, you know, when it's time for the prayer and stuff, you can hear. But, like, you know, a lot of ladies driving, you know, ladies... like, I haven't seen any... Like, I seen more ladies, like, in full cover in Georgia than in here. Like, mostly you see some with, like, the head. Like, what's your name? What's the name? Like, the headgear, basically, only. Out of the set. And a lot of them, like, with nothing, really. Just, you know, in skirts and stuff sometimes, too. So it's kind of like, you know, we're chill. I don't remember that there's hijab, there is niqab. I don't remember all the names of those, like which one is what. But most of them basically just have some like piece of cloth on just to cover the head, and that's it. Like the scarf and stuff. So yeah, like it's very secular in that stuff. There's even like some control, like I heard at least. I think that kind of makes also I see that like government here even really strict, so it doesn't go into, you know, like more fundamental, radical, or any other direction like that. They have like a lot of prohibitions in place. Like for example, I think there's even like some limitations on the beard here for the locals. First of all, I think it's like it's a specific type of beard, right? I think it's the beard when you don't have any stash, just the beard. And when it gets like long enough, it's not allowed. Like all the dudes here mostly just kind of shaven completely. Like if you see some Uzbek guy with like a beard, that was the only one I seen basically. Well, not the only one, but the one I kind of noticed. It was the taxi driver who arrived 10 days ago from Moscow, because in Moscow no one limits. So they can do whatever they want. And here they mostly kind of all like shaven and everything. So they do kind of like monitor all that stuff. Man, yeah, traditional still. So yeah, and then all the, you know, marriage. Dude, the landlord, like the lady landlord, she has her daughter handling everything with the apartment and stuff, right? Which is actually good, because lady landlord is like she can have your ears, you know, for hours if you give her opportunity. And her daughter, I basically just like message on like Telegram and stuff, and down no problems. And like her daughter is like, you know, like lady with the kid already, like with the toddler. And when we went to make registration and stuff, and there was like her, you know, like passport information and shit, I just realized she's like the same age as my brother. And I'm like, holy shit, right? So yeah, it is kind of like all the family stuff is kind of like, you know, speed running here. Everyone's speed running that stuff here. So she's 24. She's 24. And I would assume here for local standards, that's actually kind of late too. Kid is like 1, probably, maybe, at the best, at top. And she's also like Russian. Like, her husband, I think, also judging by the last name, is either Russian or Ukrainian, and her father also is a Russian or Ukrainian. So they're already here, living here for a few generations. But yeah, overall everything is like super nice and chill. Prices are okay in the stores. Food gear and everything is okay price. The rent is kind of expensive though. 750 for 3 rooms is quite chunky. Like all these countries basically had prices like twice as low before 2022. But well, yeah, 2022 happened. Now all these countries suffer with the prices. You can find something cheap on the outskirts though. But yeah, my friend didn't want on the outskirts, you know, wanted to have like metro clothes and stuff. I mean, I don't really mind too. Even though overall I kind of actually plan to just like grind streams like crazy here until spring pretty much. So not like I'm gonna be going outside a lot anyway. Even though we have accidentally ended up having a swimming pool not far from here, so I might look into it. I saw reviews, some people say it's kind of like, oh man, that's some like Soviet swimming pool, so old, eh? And then other reviews are just cheap. I'm like, well, that's my shit, dude. Cheap takes priority for me. As long as the water is clean enough, I'm good. As long as it's clean and cheap, I'll take it. So maybe we'll go check it. Try and get the Stalker done. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff to play, dude. Alrighty, Axel, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I'm about to finish too already. About to finish the stream, finish the food gear. Yeah, no, all that. All that. So yeah, IRL streams, I don't know exactly, like for sure in spring, 100%. We have registration here until 14th of April. So I would say like month prior to that, most likely I will just start hitting IRLs, maybe even more than that, like early April or early March or something maybe, it depends on the weather. Gonna start hitting IRLs, there may be gonna be a lot of IRLs, I'm gonna try to get like some fundraiser, if we manage to get like some decent amount, I plan to go like ham here, because there is Samarkand, that's 100%, Samarkand is amazing city. It's basically, you know, the Aladdin cartoon, but you know, the actual city and stuff, in a way, so I'll go stream there 100%. That will be nice. That will be nice. And yeah, if the funds will allow, I was kind of thinking maybe like, you know, Kazakhstan. It's like 40 kilometers away from here, pretty much, the border. Maybe Kyrgyzstan. We'll see. Tajikistan, that's already kind of a little more hardcore. Tajikistan, I heard, had like real big issues with the internet, so not sure about that. We'll see. We'll see. And yeah, there's like, on top of that, there's Bukhara also, there's Khiva, there's like so many like really ancient, you know, like cities with like ancient architecture, Arabic one. There's like a fortress built by like, according to some sources at least, by like fucking Alexander, the Macedonian and everything, you know. There is plenty of like dank stuff around here. So yeah, I'm gonna try to IRL from a bunch of that. Gonna try to IRL from a bunch of that for sure.